I get this question a lot. Should you only trade SPY? SPY or SPY represents the S&P 500, which is a basket of 500 of the best companies. Investors like SPY because it does have a long-term track record. However, we're not investors. We are overnight swing traders, so we don't hold on to SPY or its options very long. We buy at the end of the trading day and sell in the morning, and our signal is based off of the SPY, the S&P 500. So should we only trade SPY because our signal is based off of SPY? The fact is there are other ETFs as well as stocks that also follow the direction of SPY, meaning if SPY is up, most likely they're up too. Now, not every time, but most of the time. If you're just getting started with SPY trading, my first recommendation is to start with SPY, the stocks or the leveraged ETFs or the options. Actually, most of us trade options. Once you understand how to trade SPY well, then you can graduate into other ETFs as well as stocks. SPY is good for much of the time. However, when the market is slow, such as during the summer, there's not as much volatility. So I like to get into other ETF options to help increase that volatility because that's what's necessary for options trading. You can certainly do research and find other ETFs that are generally in line with the SPY. Again, if it goes up, they go up. If it goes down, they tend to go down also. The two that I prefer are the QQQ as well as the IWM. The QQQ are traditionally tech companies, and the IWM is the Russell 2000. Although many of its top stocks are similar or the same as SPY, such as Apple and Google, the QQQ is much more volatile. One thing I really like about the IWM or Russell 2000 is that it's a really good indicator. For example, if I see that the SPY and QQQ are up, but the IWM is going down, quite often the SPY and QQQ, or the market in general, follows suit. Really, it's a nice little intraday indicator. Over time, you might want to try some of the top SPY stocks, such as Apple or Google or Tesla, and you can buy options on those stocks overnight rather than buying the SPY. What I buy for my overnight trade is often determined by my signal. How strong is my signal? Are all of the algorithms facing the same direction? Is the purple max G 0, or does it have some momentum in one direction or the other? If it's a 0, I'll often consider the next day having a high probability of starting off flat. So I'll probably want more volatility. If everything is in line, if all of the algorithms are pointing positive or negative, well, I have a little more confidence because there's a higher track record behind them. And so I may be a little more aggressive in that trade. Obviously, what you trade is totally up to you. However, as a SPY trader, we have to keep in mind that our signal over at spytomorrow.com, whether up or down, is based off of the SPY. It's always important to keep a general eye on the ETFs and stocks that you like to trade. Are they in sync? Are they not in sync? The thing is, different times of year, different stocks will tend to break out, or different ETFs will become in favor or not. For example, sometimes tech, QQQ, is really hot, yet the IWM is not. So do you trade SPY exclusively or other ETFs? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.